Hey guys, welcome to Spooky Witches UK. Today I'm going to be telling you the story of an Indian village called Kuldhara. Again, if I pronounce that wrong, please let me know. So, to understand the story, we've got to go back to the beginning. So, the village was established in the 13th century and was populated by Paliwal Brahmins, I think. Could be entirely butchering that, but don't tell anyone. It was a full functioning village, and then at some point during the 19th century, the villagers just left. They vanished. Nobody knows where they went. Nobody knows why they went. They just left. So, the stories behind it, there's a few. So, it could have been due to the fact that there was a dwindling water supply. Oh my goodness, where is that? There it is. Sorry about that. Just having a little mental breakdown there. So, people are led to believe that they left probably due to the dwindling water supply, which is quite possible. Because the river close by had dried up. So it could be that because they hadn't got access to any water, they decided that it probably wasn't the best place to stay. Which, to be fair, if there's no water, you're not going to want to stay there, are you? So, there's another theory that local legend claims it may have been because of the persecution from a state minister called Salim Singh. Apparently, in fact, I'll get to that in a minute. Apparently, in 2017, scientists believe that Kuldhara and other neighbouring villages were abandoned because of an earthquake. Again, quite possible. Now, here at Spooky Witches, we like to try and find the spooky side of things. And I'll promise you when I say it, there is a slightly spooky reason. It's quite interesting, actually. So, if you go back to the minister, Salim Singh, remember him? Well, apparently he was attracted to a beautiful young girl from the village, who was apparently the chief's daughter. And one night, he sent his guards to go and collect her. And the villagers asked them politely to return the next morning for her. However, when the guards turned up, the villagers had done a midnight flit and abandoned the village. So, it's possible. I'm not ruling it out. I'm just saying it's possible. Now, for the good stuff. So, when the villagers left, they apparently placed a curse upon the village. Meaning that when they left and they placed this hex, it meant that nobody could inhabit the area. Or they would face death, hauntings, paranormal, scary stuff. I mean, personally, I want to go, not going to lie. It sounds like it would be a beautiful place to visit. Now, however, so because of this curse that was apparently imposed, no one has inhabited it since. But because of the paranormal side of things, it attracts tourists quite a lot, which the locals embrace. They don't believe that this hex is about, apparently. It's one of them. So, oh shoot, done something I shouldn't have done. Never mind. So, what are your theories so far? I don't believe it's cursed as such, but let's find out more, shall we? So, back to the story at hand. Now, there is theories to suggest that the water supply wasn't dwindling, because, as you guessed it, there's theories to suggest that when invaders had come along, because obviously the villagers were like very much, we ain't going anywhere, they think that these invaders had poisoned the water supply. No. They would poison it by placing animal carcasses within the water, because obviously when these carcasses started to rot, as you guessed it, the water would be rendered unusable. Now, obviously, I didn't live in the 19th century. I live in the 21st. However, there's something suspicious about this story. So, these invaders apparently come along, they poison the water supply. So because of that, the villagers are forced to leave. This brings us back round to this hex. Was the hex placed because they were forced to leave? Or was the hex placed so nobody could inhabit it after the state minister, Salim Singh, tried to take the chief's daughter? No. There's some funny business going on here. So, the fact so far is we know it was abandoned. That much we know. Why remains a mystery. So, no one has officially lived in the village since it's been abandoned, which was 200 years ago, may I add. So 200 years ago, the villagers just upped and left. Without no explanation and with no warning. Which leads me to believe there is definitely something suspicious going on. Maybe it is because of the dwindling water supply. Who knows? However, so nobody has officially lived in the village since it was abandoned 200 years ago. And it's been stood abandoned since. However, I'm going to take a brief pause to do my eyeliner off camera. So no one has officially lived in the village since it's been abandoned 200 years ago. And it remains abandoned to this day. To the east of the village lies the dried up river. which serves as an additional reminder as to why nobody has lived there in 200 years. The area is maintained by the Archaeological Survey of India, where it is recognised as a heritage site. So what do you think? Let me know, and I hope you enjoy the video. Stay spooky, witches! Bye!